My name is Melody and this is Bagel Egg and Let's Dig It, and you're looking at my sweet basil plant. I wanted to show you how you could maintain sweet basil. It tends to grow taller than, say, my Genovese basil. You can see the stalk right there. So a lot of people top it off. For an example, how do you take care of your basil? You could cut, oh, I'm so sorry about the sun here. See my finger? You could cut right there with the scissors because it has leaves there and leaves on the other side. You could also come down even further. Let me back up maybe a little bit, see if that helps. You could come down further and cut it from there. And basically it will make the plant bush out more. Let me see about this side. Let me just move the whole pot. See if we could go into a shady area here. So this is the top of the basil, and then you can see there are leaves. Sorry, there are leaves here and there's leaves there. So you would take your scissors and you would cut right there to have your plant get wider instead of keep going really tall like mine is. But like I said, this is my sweet basil and I've been super duper busy, so I do need to do some maintenance on my basil. And I don't think I have a basil video on my channel, and thought that I would show you how you can prune, top off your basil so that it doesn't just get long and tall and then just end up, you know, the stem will get dark and it'll just start dying. So yeah, this is the top of the plant right there. If you go down the stem, it has a leaf right there, a group and a group. You can snip right to there. Now I don't have you on my tripod, but let's see if I can cut it. Okay, so try to do it one-handed. So I just talk off this right there, and there is the next growth. So this here will now go out and you can maintain your basil plant that way. Let me see if there's any more. I could take this piece off, this big piece, right to there because there's other leaves right there. But let's look at this one here. I think I'm going to cut right there, which there's a leaf on each side, just as long as you make sure you have a group of leaves on each side. Cut above it and you can maintain your basil plant. So I'm going to cut this piece off right now. So just be ever so gingerly as you're cutting it. I feel like my phone's so super close today. But there's the top. I just cut it off. There's leaf growth on each side. And now the plant will get bushier and not as tall. Now if I really didn't want this part to be so tall now, I could go in even more and cut right to there because there's a group of leaves below it. And I would basically just be taking off this top piece. Let's see if I can actually do this one-handed. You want to go in right before those next two leaves right there and just cut it. And then use the basil leaves for your pasta or something else. And because this was looking really tall and just like lanky, so, and I thought, I don't have a video on my channel for that. See how it has side shoots right there and right there? I just cut right there in the middle. So that is how you trim basil, in case you were wondering. This basil plant's a little crooked, but that's okay. And now I just pulled that leaf off. So there you go. Like I said, I could take this stem right here down to here, but I'm going to leave that because there's growth above it, and then it will make your basil plant more wider and not just shoot right up and then end up pretty much dying. So that's the care on your basil plant. So this looks pretty good to me. I'm just going to leave it alone now and let it do its thing, and now I have some fresh basil, so it's like a win-win. If you keep doing this throughout the season, you will get lots and lots of basil. So my favorite basil is Genovese basil. This happens to be sweet basil. So that's awesome because my jar is completely from last year done. So you can dehydrate basil. You can just let it air dry, or you can use it for fresh eating. So when you prune it, you end up with a good little bit of basil coming out of that. So that's how I maintain my basil plants, and I hope that was helpful for you. Yeah, this piece looks very lanky, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't want to cut it too much, but there you go. Sorry, that's my video today, and that's how you prune your basil. So I hope that was helpful. I will see you on the next one. Make sure your notification bell is on so you don't miss a video. Like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye, everyone.